Guess what we're about to go do? Just take a guess. Yes, Kayak Creek. Kayak Creek. Creek and kayak. We're at a kayak. This is actually the creek. We're at a kayak and where this is at. Someone just tried to eat me there. This is the creek that me and Alex came and fished. This is a smaller part of the bigger creek that we fished in the last video. This is like, this creek runs into the big creek. Small creek here, big creek there. This place is not touched too often. Should be a lot more fish. Maybe the size might not be there, but it should be a numbers place. And as we go down and find some deeper, bigger parts of water, there should be bigger and more fish. In theory, in my mind, that's how it should work. But we got the kayak all loaded up. I changed out the hooks on the Chapo because we probably lost easily 10 to 15 fish yesterday. They'd hit it, couldn't get it. I walked down there earlier and I did catch one. I just shook it off at the bank. You know, I didn't want to get the fish on me, and you know, I didn't want to get a head start on the video. We had like 3 blow-ups down there. I'm pretty sure 2 of them were bluegill and then 1 was the spotted bass. And it wasn't huge, but it was a good size. It was a respectable fish. We're gonna go probably against the water, so we'll have a natural presentation on the way, or while we're fishing. The Chapo will look natural. It's going downstream like something that a spotted bass would do. We changed out the hooks on our Chapo this morning. That's the only thing that's different. Also, we put a new rope on the front of the kayak just because we broke our last one yesterday. We drug it down the road on the way there and it got hot and I pulled it and it snapped. We have a new rope, have new hooks in our Chapo. I think all we're gonna take today is that Chapo. The water's so low right through here that I don't think we'll need anything else other than that Chapo, honestly, guys. I think the Chapo should be. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I'm still in love with this kayak. This thing is sweet. It can run a lot shallower than the Old Town can. Probably, it feels like it runs about a foot shallower than the Old Town does, even though that's probably not the case, maybe just 6 inches or so. But when you're on the creek, like that little 6-inch difference can make all the difference in the world. It's a lot more convenient not having to get out and drag every so often versus having to get out and drag every so often. But yeah, seasons are changing. The water's cold. It should be prime time to catch fish because the water's low. It's super clear. I just think it's setting up to be a good day. So hopefully it will be a good day. Hopefully we can get on some spotted bass. We can finally have a good creek day in our new kayak. We've been trying to have a good day for some time now. I'm gonna go back out on the big Cahaba here pretty soon because I found a spot that looks pretty promising. I'm trying to put all of these spots together because I want to do something big. I wanted to do it this year just to have the kayak and like the resources to do it. Now we do. So we're trying to put together like a big project on like river fishing. Can't say too much about it because you know I gotta get to it. You know, I gotta be the one to do it. I feel like it's only right if I do it. But that being said, I'm gonna shut up. We're gonna unload the kayak. We're gonna put it in the creek, and then we are going to get to catching the Alabama special spotted bass. So stay tuned. Ooh, tell me this thing doesn't look beautiful. Tell me it doesn't. You can't tell me it doesn't, because if you told me it wasn't beautiful, I would tell you that you're lying. So here we go. We are going to go catch some big bass. All right, guys, we are in the kayak. We are ready to fish. We went probably 400 or 500 yards back the opposite way. We caught 2.
Flashback.
Ooh, that was a good eat. I saw that one happen. Hey, that's our first one of the day, baby. Let's go. Okay, we got a little jump too, still on. There we go. I think that hook change probably helped us out a lot. Alabama spotted bass, baby. Look at that. That's a thick one too. That's a good one. And he really wanted that Chapo. Like, he came out of the water to eat it. It was pretty cool. Should have been there for it. Wish you guys could be here to see that. Man, these things are so beautiful. I love a good spotted bass. Got the little rough patch on their tongue right there. Doesn't get much better than that. See you later. Ha! Camera wasn't on. I just did a whole thing. Just caught our first fish, guys. Landed it. Super pretty fish. He splashed the camera, so when I looked down to see if the camera was on, the camera was actually off. Oh well. We'll catch more. That is our first bite, or first landed fish of the day. There we go. Hopefully we got that one on camera. I had it paused for a second there. All right, boys, that is our second. I don't know if this one is a spotted bass. It is a spotted bass, but it looks a little bit different than the other one. So in that first one that I caught, I was explaining how like you can tell they're spotted bass because one, of course, they have the spots. I think this one might be a different species of bass. So Marshall, if you're watching this, I need your help identifying what this one is. I know it's a Big, nice, healthy fish. The first one we caught, this one's a little bit bigger than that first one, but they were both pretty much the same fish. Nice, healthy fish and really good colors. Probably never been caught before. Never even seen a Chapo before. Fun catching like new fresh fish. These are like truly wild, absolutely Alabama fish. See ya.
Several bad puns later.
All right, so that is fish number 2 on the day.
End of flashback.
And now we are headed this way. We just kind of wanted to go explore that way and go see what was over there. We did that. We caught 2 fish. I think the treble hook switch out was definitely a good move on our part. I'll pat myself on the back for that. But now we are ready to fish the opposite side. I think this stretch will probably be a little bit better. There's a little bit more moving water. The only thing that sucks about fishing this Chapo is all the leaves. Like these treble hooks catch any leaf that you touch. So hopefully there'll be some stretches with not so many leaves that we can do more fishing than shaking off leaves. I'm sure as we move around, there'll probably be sections with lots of leaves and then none. So well, these are such beautiful fish in here. The 2 I caught didn't have any hook marks in their mouth, excuse me. And I don't think they had ever been caught before. So it's super cool knowing that you're catching like fish that have never been caught before, never even seen one of these lures before. They just live out here, you know. They don't have to worry about people. The only thing they have to worry about is predators, whether that be a snake, a turtle, whatever a fish's predator is out here on the Cahaba. That's literally their only worry. They don't have to worry about people. So I'm sure that's probably nice for the fish, not being super pressured and just kind of doing their own thing out here. Had our first blow up right there. I don't think it was too big. It didn't look too big. The 2 fish that we caught on the other side, we could tell they were bass when they came up and tried to eat it. Got him. Got off. Dang. I don't think that was a bass. That blow up wasn't. I didn't see him really well, but he didn't feel super, super heavy. All right, that's 2 blow ups that we missed. But not for sure if either one of those was a bass. There's another one chasing after it. We had a leaf on it that time. Ooh, we had one follow it up. Got him. First one, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Whew. All right, boys. Fish number 1 right there. These are super pretty fish. Looks like he's never even been caught before, so first time he's probably ever seen a Chapo. Looks the same as the other 2 fish I caught out of here. They're all super healthy. It's like they have plenty to eat in here. This is so much fun, guys. Like, one, it's super peaceful out here. It's quiet, you know, no cars, no city sounds. And then you have these things. These little small fish that are so aggressive, and they're just beautiful. It almost makes you want to cry. You know, you could almost cry out here fishing. Jokes. All right, thanks, dude. We got more to catch. It's our first one. See ya. I think I really enjoy this because you can come out here with a $100 kayak and one rod with a Chapo and catch as many fish as you want to, or you can come out here with a $3,000 kayak, 30 rods, and catch as many fish as you want to. You can dumb this down as much as you want, or you can spice it up. Because I mean, realistically, there's only 4 to 5 styles of lures that these fish are really gonna eat, and that's whatever mimics their diet in the creek. So this style of fishing, for that simple reason, is like all I have to bring is a Chapo and I'm good. Like I don't have to worry about anything else. I don't have to worry about, oh, I think somebody threw a Chapo this morning, which there is a good possibility that somebody could have been out here this morning. You know, it could have happened, but realistically, these fish might have not been touched all year. You know, they might have not been fished for all year. So whoa, there we go. That was a good blow up. Hopefully that one stays on. I think that's a good one. Hit it right when it hit the water. What is that? That's a bass, I think. Did he swallow that? Oh, that's a big one. That's a good one. Oh, let's go. That's a good one. Dude, that's a big spot right there. Oh yeah, come in here, please. Yes, sir. Look at that GoPro. All right, sit right there. All right, look at that. Oh, there's another one with him. He's literally right there. If I had my Ned rig, I could probably catch him too. I mean, that fish is literally right under the kayak right there. Let's see. We're gonna try to see if we can double up. Okay. This is a little bit more complicated than I thought it would be. I mean, this fish is like right here. It's probably, I don't think he's there anymore. Oh well. Dude, look at that. That's a good one. I think that might be like 1.5 pounds or so. Look how pretty that fish is. I wonder why do some of them have the segmented lateral line and then some of them don't. Like some of them, you know, that has little breaks in the line. Then some of them just have the one solid stripe. That is a nice, healthy fish right there. It's not as big as I thought he was, but I mean, that's a good pounder. So we do have a scale with this. We might. Okay, note to self, don't leave the scale in your little dry hatch. The dry hatch fell off. I had both sides unlatched and it got wet on the inside, and I just put it back on there because I didn't have anything important. I was like, I'll dry it out later, but I don't know if our scale's working. That is a good fish. All right, we're gonna let you go. Doesn't look like he's ever been caught. This is 2 for 2 on fish that don't appear to be caught. Just because you don't see a mark doesn't mean they haven't been caught. But, woo, sweet, thank you. Like I wouldn't doubt if we went back to back right here just because of how, see, there was a blow up right there. Oh, got him, nope. Just because of how quick that fish ate it. Like it ate it when it hit the water. So that just kind of gives me a sign that there was some competition over there and he wanted to be first to it, basically. All right, we're all turned sideways here. As I learn things out here on this water, guys, I always try to kind of give y'all hints and stuff too, to things that work for me. Not saying it's going to work for you 100% of the time, but when I first started my channel, I used to say that a lot. Like, I'm still learning, and this is something I'm still learning on. So like if I say something and you don't agree with it, or if you tried it, it doesn't work for you, it works for me. So I'll say that. I say that to say this. One thing that I always try to do is deeper water, whether it's in a creek or in a pond, whatever, if there's rocks with a drop off, that's the side you want to fish. So that's like earlier, you can see in the video, I was fishing on this side. Right now I'm fishing over here just because there's rocks. Rocks hold warmth, heat, blah, 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 the whole spill. And they have little crevices and whatnot for bait fish to hide in, or the spotted bass to hide in. So it just kind of makes a better habitat for bass life. I need a Chapo that's like 2 sizes down from this one. I'm pretty sure this is the smallest size they make. This is the 75 right here. I need like a Chapo 30. This one that might not be as fat. Like I need the 90 diameter on the 75. Because the 90, this one's kind of short and fat. The 90 is long and skinny. Like if you were to stretch this one out, that would be a Chapo 90. But I need one that's kind of in the middle. Maybe just even I need one that's like the size of the top half of this body. Like this is the length, this is the size of the whole thing, and it's like, I don't know, the front of the body's that diameter, like the back part of this one's diameter, if that makes sense. Hey, there's one right there. We'll take that. That was interesting. We caught a stick on that first cast and then brought it on in, and I guess there was a little spotted bass that wanted to try it out. Keep going, we still got time. And boom, caught one. This makes number 6, but number 4 in the video. I don't know how much farther we're gonna go, guys, because it's getting really rocky and I don't want to be getting out every 5-10 minutes to fish. I think we're gonna try to check the map if we have phone reception. I seriously doubt if we do, but it's been 3-4 hours since we fished the opening part of this creek, so I think we can probably catch 4 or 5 more on the way back. Yeah, it's looking like we're gonna have to do that the whole way down. Like, we're gonna have to drag the whole way down. So I think I'm gonna try to pull up my phone, see what I can see on the map. If it looks like this for another 400 or 500 yards, Paz, I think it might open up on down, but the only thing is it's getting dark, and by the time we turn around, I don't want it to be dark and like I don't want to have to drag over all of these rocks if it's dark out. So I mean, it's not going to take us that long to get back if we don't fish on the way back. It looks like it opens up, and it's only a few little rock patches. The only problem is we're going to have to drag back over all of these. It's not just because we're going against the current. It's more of... All right, guys, we've been out here for about 3 hours or so now. We have 3 fish. Actually, we have 5. We have 2 off camera, but 3 so far that we're going to count towards the video. Tell me this isn't amazing. We stopped right here. We're filming a quick little TikTok of the kayak because it just looks so good. We need to clean it up a little bit. We need to keep it clean because it's a juicy looking kayak. So we've been having a lot of blowups, but I think there's a lot of very, very small fish that come up and try it and kind of see what it is. We've also had a lot of followers today. That's why it's key to have some good glasses on. Especially, like, the water's clear, but there's a lot of fish that you can miss. I haven't caught any of the followers that I've had today, but you know, you always have the potential. If I was doing like a kayak tournament or something like that out here, I'd want glasses to just give me that extra edge to catch those fish that are following the chop boats today. So just wanted to come and give y'all a little midday update. We're gonna keep going. I think we're gonna stay out here all day, probably until it's dark. Don't want to be out here while it's dark. We want to stay until like later in the evening, especially because we're still trying to do a little bit of scouting for deer season. This is like a new area for me. Where we're gonna hunt at is maybe 10 miles that way. So like, it's not like this area probably isn't gonna help us too much, but just to kind of see if there's any activity later on in the day. We're not making too much noise, we're just kind of passing through. So if there's any creek deer activity, I'm sure 10 miles that way on Moore Creek, there'll be a lot more deer activity. So we've seen them down here, we see them all the time. So we're still doing a little bit of both, because we will kill a deer on this kayak this year. I'm promising you guys that will happen. 100% certain it will happen. So there we go. That's one. Hey, on the pause. I was trying a little bit of a different retrieve right there. I was like, I'm gonna cast it out, I'm gonna like crank it a little bit, then I'm gonna let it pause and see. Hey, I think that might be one of the better ones of the day right there. Still fighting good too. Barely hooked. They've all been barely hooked today. All right, guys, I think that might be, I'm not gonna say it's the biggest of the day, but it's definitely the longest of the day. Whew, let's go. Another spotted bass on a little sub creek of the Cahaba. Hey, buddy. Who's a good boy? You a good boy. Oh, these are so cool. I love fish. Fish are just such beautiful creatures. Thank you so much for playing today. See you later, kind sir. Oh, so guys, how about earlier, I just confirmed this. It's crazy that we catch that fish right here, because on the way this way, we caught one out of the same area, because that log right there had a snake in it. I didn't say anything when we were passing by it. So I was trying to confirm if it was a snake or not, but it's that log right there. I was looking, I was like, man, there looks like a snake in that hole. And now we can confirm that there was, in fact, a snake hanging out in that hole. So we're not gonna get too close to that, because I mean, we're not necessarily like terrified of snakes like how we used to be, but still don't want to have to talk to any of them. Pretty sure it was a water moccasin. It was pretty thick too.
Chasing the bag, I'm racing the clock. Look at them block, watching them flop. Used to see this in my sleep when I ain't had shit but my thoughts in the car. I really was lost. Now I'm public with the soundscapes.